All right, what's up, everyone? This is Jack with Bonfire Logs, bringing you guys four more picks in the MLB. As you can see by the caption, yesterday's YouTube video pick, we swept. Torkelson in that game got rained out, so it was voided. Bobby Wood Jr., more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. You can see here he got 4 yesterday. So I did talk about even if you want to juice the line and get that 2.5, that would have hit, that would have cleared as well. But I said, what I usually like to do is, on the DFS slips, if I have multiple picks on them, make sure to get the win because you don't want to lose off that. But if you ended up getting the juiced Bobby line, comment juiced below. I'm curious if any of you guys took it. Torkelson again, ton of games rained out yesterday in the MLB. Red Sox were rained out, or it was like suspended. This game was rained out. I think there were a couple, might have been a couple more, not sure. But Joe Adell, and then Joe Adell was massive for us to hit the free pick that we had. Or no, or that was our VIP pick. This is our VIP pick that hit was Angels plus 1.5. But the free pick that we gave out, it says outstanding. It's just delayed. Um, Free pick on player profit for you guys yesterday. Mariners Royals over 8.5. That was a sweater. They didn't cover that till the top of the ninth, but it hit, and that's what matters. So good win there, guys. So again, swept yesterday's picks. Didn't do as hot. The free pick of the day. Try to get some juiced money on Tampa. They just could not score. It was tough. Even in extras, I hated how they I hate how they played the extras. I thought they should have bunted, moved the guys around, and then it would have. If then the guy on second should have tagged up when the ball was hit wicked far. He didn't, and then there was a balk. He would have scored. So that didn't cover the over, which is tough. But it happens. We will bounce back today. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Again, if you got the juiced Bobby line, comment juiced. If you won off of yesterday's picks, let me know in the comments. Comment, what app you used. Again, I have a ton of links down below for you guys to get free bonuses. So if you're not on Chalkboard, Dabble, Better Picks, any of those guys, they're all offering great bonuses. So sign up there and get those. And make sure to check out Player Profit, 10% off using my code Bonfire. So let's get into the picks. So the first pick is looking at Cal Raleigh. So one thing, Cal's played great all season. He's kind of slowed down recently. And then 2 yesterday with the Royals and Mariners. Mariners did not play that well. They only scored 3 runs in the game. They've kind of regressed a little bit. However, to me, this is where you can get good value on better players. Again, most of what I talk about in the NFL, or the NFL, NBA, and a little bit, and still in the MLB, is how well they've been doing the last 10, last 5. Baseball is different though, because it's a lot of psychological sport, and also players get into slumps quickly and then get out of them. You can see here, he's only actually covered this twice in his past 5 games, but I do like that he didn't cover it in yesterday's game. And he is going against a good pitcher, but I still think Kyle will bounce back. Hopefully, they'll try to get this pitcher. They'll kind of, force him to get out of the game early and then play well. Again, this is only 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs for Cal. If he gets a hit, hits a home run, gets some RBIs, I think he gets 2 hits. Mariners playing a big stadium, so you can find gaps pretty easily. So I like Cal a lot in this kind of bounce back spot right here. So again, first pick of the day, Cal Raleigh, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Now the second player we're going with is Agustin Ramirez. Now, as someone who lives in Miami, this team is hilarious to me. They were terrible at the beginning of the season. We went to a game. It was abysmal to watch. But now they're playing great. The Marlins, I think they've won 7 straight or something right now. Ramirez has been playing phenomenal. This game will be interesting. They're going against Woods. Junks played well this season, you can see here. But I think Augustin will play well. You can see here, again, I talked about, not always in MLBs the last 5. But, again, MLB is kind of a psychological sport. Sometimes you're trying to get out of sometimes you're riding the heat wave. And this one here, you can see massive game. And then again, I like that they had a down spot yesterday. The Marlins still won. Did they win? Yeah, they won all these games. The Marlins still won yesterday, even though they didn't score as much. But usually you see the games that they win 6 runs, 8 runs, 9 runs, 12 runs. Usually they win these big games. So I actually like, similar with Cal, that he had a down game yesterday. And I think that will help him to bounce back today and clear this 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Now, before I get into the last DFS pick, again, we still have the player profit pick of the day. Make sure to check out our Discord. We're posting picks constantly. People are talking all the time. I literally woke up to like 100 messages from the MLB chat. People are talking constantly. We already have, this is already outdated. We have over 350 members. We've grown that in 4 months now, which is phenomenal. I was not expecting that. I'm really thankful and glad people are joining. Just make sure to check that out. Also, too, in there's a link to a free month of VIP. So I post all my VIP picks in there as well. We have a VIP pick. We have VIP lounge, chat. There's different things just for VIP members. So make sure to check that out. Join. Again, you get a free month. Get in there now before the summer ends. Take advantage of it. July 4th. And the last player profit, or the last DFS pick we have for today, is Austin Riley over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. My guy, my cousin. No, he's not actually my cousin. Last 5, again, up and down. I think he will play very well. They're playing against a good pitcher. Yeah, Kikuchi is good. However, again, kind of these teams that the Braves played terrible yesterday. They got shut out at home 4-0. I don't see that happening. Even when they got shut out, he still had 3 hits yesterday. He played well. I think that the Braves as a whole need to bounce back today. You can't go down 2-0 in a series to the Angels. You just can't do that. Especially to moving into, I think the All-Star breaks in like 2 weeks, and it's in Atlanta. So the Braves really want to play well, start playing better, which is why Austin Riley, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. So to recap the DFS picks, we have Cal Riley, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Augustin Ramirez, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And Austin Riley, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I'll be placing this on Chalkboard, which I've been doing. Chalkboard is great. If you sign up using my code Bonfire, I'll give you a $100 deposit match and a free pick as well. So check that out. I also have other links below for Dabble, Better, and some other places as well. But before we get into that, we're going over now to player profit. Now, player profit, again, is sports trading. It's the best way to grow your bankroll. And really, people who are usually $10 bettors become $50 bettors. $50 bettors become $200 bettors. $100, $200 bettors become $1,000 bettors. And the great thing with player profit is you buy a package. You go through the challenges. Once you prove that you are profitable, then they'll give you the bankroll. You keep 70% of the profits. They keep 30%. So it's really a win-win, because if you're going to lose, usually I kind of base it the packages. I'm trying to find a sweet spot of what your current unit, and then like the package is right for you. But I'd say, if you pretty much if you bet the unit size, right, and you were going to lose a ton of money anyways, you lose less units on player profit, because after you go down 15%, you lose less, because you would have lost. You pay the money up front, and then but in sports betting, if you're betting on a traditional sports book, you'd lose the money anyways, right? But in player profit, it's cheaper than losing. Say it's 15 units, you actually only lose 10 because of the upfront cost. So you end up saving the loss on 5 units. Or on the other side, if you are profitable, then you just 30x your bankroll and what you can make. We have someone this week that's getting like a $6,000 payout, which is crazy. So check that out. And yeah, today's pick, I'm looking at the Astros Rockies game. You can see here, obviously, Rockies are heavy underdogs. What I'm looking at is the under. I've stayed away from it yesterday, but you can see here, Houston's covered this in 80% of the last 10. Rockies, even though Rockies who let up a ton of runs, they've played much better recently. They've covered us in the last 70% of the last 10. Different with Gomber. You can see here he's had some bad starts, but even against the Dodgers, he played well. No, he's played well. He's played decently overall. And you look at who's on the mound for the Astros. This game's going to be low scoring. I think, if I had to guess, Houston wins like 5-2, and that's not even close to the total. So this is why I'm taking, and I will say I'm taking over. I'm going to take the hook on this. Right now, you can see here the under 11 is minus 108. Usually, if I take an under, I will take the hook. If I take the over, I won't. That's just kind of how I've always viewed things. But again, so I'm taking Houston Astros, Colorado Rockies, under 11,500 bucks over on player profit. So again, those are our 4 picks: Kyle Riley, Augustin Ramirez, Austin Riley, all more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And then Houston Rockies, under 11.5 total runs. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. If you won on yesterday's pick, comment how much you guys won. Comment that you won. If you made it all the way here, comment player profit. Make sure to join the Discord. Get the free month of VIP. Make sure you get in there before the NFL season. NFL season is going to be crazy, so I'm excited about that. So, yeah, I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.